welcome back to RonsRides, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where I'm here with a 2019 Lexus GS350 F Sport. Now I want to thank you to Lexus of Orlando, where I'm at right now, which is currently the largest Lexus dealership in the country, the largest in the US. It is actually the 7th top selling Lexus dealership in the US, and it's only been out for a year. They've only been open for a year. So I decided to stop here and check out this GS350. Now you guys told me that I needed to check it out after I drove the RCF. Didn't really like it as much as I wanted to, especially with the space in the back. So I wanted to do a little walk around of the GS350 because I know nothing about it. So I'm learning today. And I have my fiance with me today too. She's gonna check it out. Is it good for the family? The features, the space, the practicality, all that good stuff. So with that said, thank you for suggesting the GS350. We're gonna give it a look and see what it's all about. First things first, key fob, it is nicely wrapped. Since this is a still dealership car, it is nice and wrapped in the plastic, which is nice because you can't scratch them if anybody were to accidentally drop them or anything. So it is the same key fob that you've seen before from Lexus. Nothing crazy about this. You have your lock button here. Under here, if you can see it, you have your unlock, you have your hold for your trunk release, and then you have your hold for your horn. And then on the back, just the Lexus logo, the insignia there. Nothing too special about the key, just plastic key, just there. Now the GS350 F Sport raises the bar at a 3.5 liter V6 that generates 311 horsepower and 280 foot-pounds of torque. The muscle behind the 5.70 to 60 second time, putting the performance at your fingertips. And the GS350 comes equipped with an 8-speed sport direct shift transmission with paddle shifts on the rear wheel drive, or the 6-speed paddle shift transmission on the all-wheel drive. Now there's a lot of key features to the GS350 that you guys need to know about. I mean, this car is really something great when it comes to engineering, when it comes to performance, when it comes to handling and style. This thing has triple beam headlights, and these headlamps make a statement before you even arrive. And I mean, how could they not? I mean, look at them. They're available in LED with 3 projection design that creates an eye-catching L shape, which you guys can see right up front there. And these headlamps also have LED turn signals, which we'll see right there as switchback LEDs. You also get the dynamic F Sport handling and exclusive performance upgrades, a track home suspension tuned by the team of the LFA Supercar. If you guys don't know what the LFA Supercar is, please look it up. Probably one of the best sounding V10s of all time, the Lexus LFA. Now, when you have a sport tuned suspension that was done for that car by Lexus on this, then you're really working with something special. So that sport tuned suspension that's done by the team that did the LFA has an adaptive variable suspension that monitors and adjusts the shock absorber, setting each wheel depending on drive mode select, road surface, and vehicle speed and your driving style. The aluminum components with the optimized bushings and the special F Sport tuning provide a greater steering response and reduced body lean. You also get the Torsen limited slip rear differential, and that's exclusively available on the rear wheel GS350 F Sport. Now the limited slip differential shifts power to the rear wheel with the most grip. Now that helps it enhance traction while developing greater command during acceleration and cornering. Also available is the Lexus dynamic handling that coordinates the dynamic rear steering, the variable gear ratio steering, and the electric power steering to anticipate and deliver the ideal handling behavior for virtually any situation. Dynamic rear steering can adjust the steer angle of the rear wheels by up to 2 degrees based on the vehicle's speed, rate, and lateral Gs. At high speeds, it turns the rear wheels in the same direction as the front for optimal agility and stability. At low speeds, the rear wheel turns the opposite direction for precise maneuvering and even tighter turning. Now the GS just wasn't driven an equivalent of 24 times around the earth to create the ideal driving feel. It was honed on some of the world's most challenging tracks. As a result, it boasts race-inspired engineering and features throughout. Sporting a wide track, it boasts optimization, body rigidity, courtesy of spot and laser widened points, as well as Yamaha performance dampers that deliver an enhanced handling and ride comfort. And its 8-speed sport direct shift automatic transmission with paddle shifters automatically increases the engine speed during manual downshifts, delivering faster and smoother gear changes for gear acceleration, response, and coming out of corners. The Lexus GS 350 also has an abundance of safety systems, which includes the pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with lane keep assist. You also get stuff like all-speed dynamic radar cruise control and intelligent high beam. You as well get things like the aluminum trim. You also get the black headliner. When you come out, you get the F Sport unique front fascia and front grille. We'll take a spin around that. And then you'll get the Mark Levingston sound system, which is the premium sound system for the GS 350. Now you will see the speaker there, but you'll also see right here the Mark Levingston name. Now the Mark Levingston system would be close to a Harman Kardon system when it comes to premium sound. You're looking at a surround sound audio system with 17 speakers, 835 watts with a 7.1 premium surround sound system. And it's also featuring Green Edge and Clarify technology. You do get also a nice F Sport heated steering wheel with this option as well. Now with the ventilated and heated front seats, you also get a 16-way F Sport driver's seat. Now that's going to include your heated and ventilated front seats with the rear power shade as well. Now this also comes with the 19-inch split 5-spoke alloy wheels with dark graphite finish and a staggered fitment with the summer Bridgestone tires. Now you also get with these tires here the 2-piece front brake rotors, all right, and those are 4-piston calipers. From the back, you also get the badging, rear valance, and rear lip spoiler. So if you look up top here, you'll see that spoiler on the trunk lid. You'll see the 350 and F Sport badges. And then you'll see the nice diffuser here, or the valance, what Lexus like to call it, done up very nicely as well. Then you do have a one-touch system for the trunk here, all the way to the right-hand side. Press it in, and she goes up. Now, here is the pros and cons about the boot of this vehicle. The GS 350 has 18.4 cubic feet of space, one of the largest in its segment, but the rear seats do not fold down at all. You do have a rear feed through, but that's it. You have one big compartment there that will not fold down. So while this is a big, deep trunk, if you need any more space on this and you need to be a little bit more stingy, you're not gonna get it because these seats do not fold down. So keep that in mind with 18.4 cubic feet of space. Is that enough for you guys? You'll find out. But we do have a first aid kit here. We do have a trunk mat. We do have our front license plate kit bracket. We also have another cargo net here. And then underneath, we probably have one of the craziest looking donuts I've seen, or spare tires, however you wanna call it. That is a very interesting choice of color. Here's the engine bay, just so you see it. Looks as clean as the RC that I drove as well, the RCF. That just looked really nice. I like the clean look and the layout. Nothing too crazy, very simple. But that is the engine bay of the GS 350. All right, so I have my fiance, Emily, in the video today, and she is going to explain her first impressions of the GS 350 F Sport because of the fact that this will be our family vehicle. We both have to somewhat enjoy the vehicle. So say hello.
Hi.
And we're gonna talk about first the front fascia. What do you like? You have to pick one thing that you like. And one thing that you dislike about the front of the Lexus GS 350.
Okay, I'm gonna do the dislike first.
GS 350. Okay.
Dislike first. I've never been a fan of the grille.
The big front grills of the Lexus. Now, it's very, I guess, what the road presence is there. So you know that it's a Lexus,
Yeah.
but it's a little too much. Now, in your defense, you didn't like the Aston Martin Superleggera that we saw at the Exotic Car Festival because of the grille being so big. Okay, so it's not just Lexus, it's any front grille that's too big and overpowering. She does not like, even the Aston Martins, and those are one of her favorite cars. All right, so what is one thing that you do like about this GS 350?
I like these lights.
Okay, the lights?
This one's down there, it's kind of cool.
Okay, what do you like about them?
It's different.
Okay.
I haven't seen it on many cars.
Okay, so pretty sharp?
Yeah.
Okay, it's got a lot of aggressiveness to it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the side of the vehicle, and tell me one thing that you do like about the side profile of the vehicle, whether it's the rims, the body lines, anything like that.
It's very clean and simple.
Okay.
So I kind of like that.
The simplicity?
Yeah.
All right.
nice.
All right, what is one thing that you don't like about the side of the vehicle?
The handles are kind of boring.
Okay, so the door handles.
Yeah.
All right, so a unboring door handle would be maybe a Tesla door handle.
Yeah.
Okay, like they're super flush, or the.
Some like chrome to it.
Okay, so the styling profile on the door handles is just a little lackluster.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. See, I'm making you to a reviewer by just summing up the words you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's go around to the rear, and I want to know your first impressions, because I do my first impressions all the time. So what are your first impressions on this GS350?
I like this one a lot more than the Lexus that we saw down there.
Okay, which is the
It didn't have
ES.
the wing.
Okay, yep, so you got the nice wing.
Yeah, it has nicer lights. I like how they wrap around.
Okay, so the wraparound tail lights, the spoiler.
I like this.
All right, the
Little
Lexus
detail.
engraving. Yep, Lexus engraving there. All right. And then what is something that you may dislike about the rear of this vehicle?
I don't know.
You actually like it all?
I kind of like it all.
Okay, all right. So she likes all of the rear of the Lexus GS350. So the rear is a big winner in her book. The handles could use a little bit of extra styling, but she does like the clean lines. All right, and then when we talk about the front of the vehicle, the big no-no is the oversized, overpowering front Lexus grille, which they're very known for, but she does like the LED DRLs that are on, and they look sharp and aggressive, so I'll give you that. Now we need to check out the interior and see what you like about the interior of the car.
Okay.
All right, so now that you're in the inside of the F-Sport, what are you thinking? What is something that you like? We'll start off with the positives.
Okay, I like two things right off the bat. It has cooling seats.
Okay, so ventilated seats is going to be a big plus.
Yes, my tush is very cool.
And you do see that. This is the tush warmer and cooler right up front for both the driver and passenger side. All right, so then what's next?
I like the extender.
Okay, so the extra thigh support.
Yes.
All right, so you do have the electric thigh support down there that will move in the seat to give you a little bit of extra thigh support there. All right, and then what's another thing that you may like about this specific vehicle?
I like the big screen.
Okay.
I like that it's set back and it's not too far.
Oh man, we're conflicting here, because when I reviewed the other Lexus, I didn't like that it was so far back, because I felt like you're just looking so deep in there that you're kind of focusing too much into this spot and not enough on the road.
I could see that.
But you do like that, and it's a big screen, so this is a lot bigger screen than the other one I was in.
Yeah, I like it because you won't get any glare.
Okay, that's nice, because this is shade over the top, so you will not get glare there. All right, so what are a couple things that you kind of dislike about the vehicle in the inside here?
Well, definitely the clock, because I can't tell time.
Okay, so is this a personal problem? Like, you can't tell time, so you would rather a digital clock here than an analog clock? Is that okay? All right. So we have some educational problems. What's the next problem that you're thinking about?
This is kind of boring.
Okay, so the steering wheel.
This is fine. It's just, that's a little boring.
Oh, the cluster up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cluster around the steering wheel up there is a little bit boring. It's just black screen, kind of darker aluminum accents, and the graphics maybe aren't what you like. And this is coming out of the Mercedes A-Class, the 220, that gave you all of the nice, you know, colorful graphics and everything with the full screen and, you know, the Mercedes-Benz augmented reality system. So it's tough going from that to going to this and seeing what you like in this compared to that. So, okay, I can understand that. What's one more thing that you probably wouldn't like about this vehicle?
Compared to the other ones we looked at, there's no charging spot for my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's cup holder.
Yes, so you like the wireless charging, and that is not with this vehicle. I'm almost positive, since this is an old infotainment system too, it does not have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so something else to note. As far as, you know, the features that this one may be missing compared to the other ones that we've seen, because this car is due for a refresh, so it's probably on its last year, and they'll either refresh it or scrap the model completely. So you're seeing the end of an era. It's kind of like the Maserati Gran Turismo, where they didn't change a lot, just enough to keep it relevant, but they're at the end of an era. So that's the same thing with this one here. Let's head to the back. Give me something that you like about the rear of the vehicle.
It's roomy.
It's roomy, so space, because we're gonna have people back here. We're gonna have an 8-year-old back here. So
Well, We definitely can't fit 3 people. It would be like 2 adults and maybe a half a human.
A half a human, all right.
Like
So
like a kid. Self would not be comfortable.
okay, so a half a human here, and then 2 full humans on each side.
Yes.
All right, fair enough. All right, so it's got a good enough space to where we could fit 4.5 comfortably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this.
Okay, yep, so you do have this in the middle where the transmission is. It's gonna have that lump there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever's sitting in the middle has to be small.
Okay, fair enough. Or they could put 1 leg on each side. So if they put a foot here and a foot here, that's doable too.
Yeah, but it's not really that comfortable.
Yeah, okay, so it's not that comfortable. All right, so what's next? What else do you like about the back seat? Anything?
I like these little detailing.
Okay, the details.
To carry it throughout the car.
Okay, and that's a big thing. So you must watch my videos. You watch my videos?
Oh, you know.
So my biggest thing, what's good guys? My biggest thing is that I like that the rear seat passengers are treated the same as the back seat passengers. So you get the same materials up front as you do in the rear. So I do like that as well. So I always say, hey, if it carries that same kind of aspect in the back, that they're winning in my book because they're looking out for the little guy. All right, what about the little feet down here? Do you like any of this? Not bad, right? It's got some good space.
Nice.
Yeah. Got some good space there.
That's the feed through.
Yep, you got the feed through there.
It's a small space.
It is a small space.
We lived up north. I could not carry my snowboard.
Yeah, so the snowboard would definitely not go there. And then right here, what do you think these are? Whoop, cup holders.
That's nice.
Yep, so the cup holders are there as well. So you have a lot of going on here. You know, you have a little space here, you have your cup holder space, and then you have your space right here. Now what I do not see, let's see actually down here, we have some charging ports. So if we look, we just have a lighter. So I don't see any USB ports back here. I don't know if you saw any.
No.
And they're not visible. They're already a little inconvenient. So that's one thing to note, that, you know, there's nowhere I'm seeing any kind of charging station. So if you do have anybody, you know, grown adults or teenagers back here, they're going to want to charge their device. Even 8-year-olds with tablets, it's not going to work out too well unless you use the charging ports there. All right, so those are what was the things that you liked and disliked about it, or did you say anything you disliked?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, is there anything you dislike besides the charging ports?
Maybe this empty hole that I
Okay, so I'm gonna do it on my side. So we're trying to figure out what this exactly is for. Do you understand? Is it just like for extra change? I mean, it goes down pretty deep, covers up my whole finger there. But anybody knows what this is for? Let us know down in the comments below, because we're not exactly sure what this pocket here and this hole does for the car, but it's there. Anything else that you might dislike about this? No, you don't have to look for things, just in case. Just in case.
I don't know.
Okay, so the space, you wish there was a little bit more space, that, okay, that the hump was here where the trainee goes. Yeah. Okay, so you wish it was a flat bottom floor. Okay.
Especially for kids. Kids like to get out of either side.
Okay.
They're gonna trip and fall over it.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Speaking as a mom.
Yes, all right. Check out the fuel door here. 22 combined city and highway, 19 city, 27 highway. Fuel for this, premium only. Let's take a look at the front fascia here with the headlights running, with the DRLs, and with the turn signals. I know this bright Orlando, Florida sun is not going to show you as well as I want to, but it's there. Wanted to let you know what it looked like illuminated, because a lot of people do actually care about that stuff. You also have the side markers here that are blinking, and you see them in there. And then if I go around to the rear here, you'll see those tail lights lit up with the indicators on as well. It's a pretty sharp looking car. I do really like the looks of this thing. Now, I don't have many complaints at all about the exterior of this car. I really do like the ways that Lexus really takes the aggressiveness of the vehicle and just, I mean, puts it in your face. Like that front grille, like the aggressive looking LED lights up front. I like the aggressive wheels that just look sharp. They just look like they can just dice anything in half. I really do like the way that they do things. The side profile is a little standard, but at the same time, it's not that bad. It's just simple. And then the rear is kind of more of a luxurious, sporty look. It's kind of hard to put in place. It reminds me of a Lincoln from behind, but then when you add things like this spoiler here, and then the rear diffuser with the rivets down there, I think that it really adds to that sportier look. So it's kind of like a luxury sport feel. I do like it. It's just, I don't know how to classify it. Now, I haven't been the biggest fan of Lexus interiors. As I've said before in the past, they're kind of boxy to me, or more of like rectangular shape. There's no really good curvature to it. Now, they did a lot better on the center console here with the GS350, you know, with this being more of a rounder look to it. Even the gear select here having a nice look to it. But everything else is a rectangle, it feels like. Rectangles here for the buttons, rectangle here for the cup holder cover, the rectangle here for the sound system. I mean, even the vents are in a rectangle look, and then even the opening here for the infotainment system, which I'm not a big fan of, all the way back here, is in a rectangle look. I just feel like if they had a little bit more styling, all this stuff would be perfect, you know, but it's just the styling to me. Since I've seen things with a lot better curves to them, I like the Mercedes car that we really fell in love with. You know, it's one of those things to where I'm comparing and contrasting now, but this interior is a lot better than the RC that I was in. I really do like this layout. I even like how they have the nice leather armrest here for when you're using the infotainment system. You're moving this around for your target on your infotainment system. So you see I'm going all over the place, which is probably a little touch sensitive, so it might be hard to go to something directly, but once you find your way, you do have enter buttons on both sides, very long buttons, so you can touch them from wherever you are, and it's pretty much like playing with a computer mouse, going like this and clicking your computer mouse, and you even have quick hotkeys like the map menu back, up and down here. And then down here you do have your snow mode, you have your driver mode here for eco, normal, customized, or you do have sport plus, which sport plus is the one that you normally want to drive it in, because that's how we drive here in this family, right? So you do have the gear select, very simple, very small, but it does fit very well, and I do like the leather boot with the contrasted stitching that goes with the gear select here. But easy gears, you do have your reverse, you have your neutral, and then you also have your manual with drive down there as well. I do like the way that this feels like a true manual, even though it isn't, but the way that it feels like a gated shifter is very nice. Instead of something that's just straight up and down, you're actually going left and right and just kind of making it feel a little bit more authentic. I do like that a lot. Now, when we do put it in reverse, you're gonna see the big reverse camera there. All right, so you do have on the side your navigation, and you do have the backup camera there. Now, my door is open, so if I close it, you're gonna not get that annoying beep, so I don't want you guys to think that that comes on every time you put it in reverse. But it's nice you have the big reverse camera there with the guidelines to help you out. And then you put it back in drive, or you can go all the way down to drive and move it over for your manual mode. Not a true manual mode, obviously, but you do also have the paddle shifters on the back on both sides to do that manual mode, and they are steering wheel mounted, so you are moving with the paddle shifters here when you turn the steering wheel. I do like that a lot too. So we'll put this back in the drive. Same kind of infotainment and same kind of odometer and speedo and everything as the RC, just a little bit different, nothing too crazy about it. But I did show you guys that full system. If you want to check that out and check out the infotainment system that I did for that, make sure you check out that video. I'll link it to the end of this video, so you'll see a more in-depth look at the interior options, the features and stuff, because a lot of them are the same in this GS350. Now, I'm a big fan of gimmicky things. This is one of those things. The armrest here slides. It is a simple thing, but it wins my heart every time. So pull it down. If you want to slide it back up, you have to press the trigger here. Otherwise, it locks in, but you can slide it, and you got ample amount of space. You have a tray here that just comes out, or you can put it right here, or you can do it like how I just did it and miss it. And okay, there you go. Put it there. Underneath, you do have your USB right here. So if I pull that back, 2 USB ports. I am digging the materials. Black on black is never my thing, but I do like the materials that they use in this. it's not just a normal aluminum, it's like almost kind of like a copper aluminum look, and a nice little weave in here too. I'm not exactly sure what this is called, but I do like it. It's not carbon fiber obviously, but it gives that kind of a material look. It kind of gives it that basket weave kind of carbon look to it and feel. I like the fact that it's not glossed over, so it feels authentic and you can feel every little weave inside of this. And it goes throughout the cabin, all throughout the side here, and you have it through the center, going through over the top glove box, and all throughout the center console, everything here. I do like that. Biggest thing about that is it is no fingerprints on this. All right, so this is fingerprint proof, very easy to maintain. This, on the other hand, I know how this feels in my car with the, you know, gloss black piano look. Definitely scratches easy, so it's nice to have the nice material going all the way across, especially the high traffic material that you're going to be using a lot to do the cup holders and, you know, do your drive select and stuff right here. You're going to scratch it if you're not too careful, so I do like the fact that they have that as well. Overall, my biggest thing is the interior space, because the RC 350, that did not have it. I mean, it was pretty much, it was a two-seater. I mean, it was a coupe, but it had 4 seats, but there was no space in it. This has tons of room in the back, and I do dig that because of the fact that I'm going to be rolling with the fam, and they have to be able to sit back here comfortably. So I do like that the same materials that are used in the back are used up front, and that there's tons of space. You also have a nice size sunroof here, and this is a lot easier to open than the RC. I think that the RC, I explained that it was like a 2-tier system. It was like you open it, then you open in 2 pieces. I don't know, it was weird. So it was heavy and it was hard to open, but I do like how easy and simple this is to open. Since you open the shade, you know, manually, you want something easy to open. Now when you want to do the sunroof and you just want to lift the tail end up to make it look like it has a mohawk, press it and it lifts it up just like that. Put it back down by pressing down. Now if you want to put the sunroof back and let the natural airflow in, then you're going to actually open it by pressing this button, and that is going to push it back for you guys so you can get that naturally airflow and that beautiful sun. Now all of this greatness comes at a price. Let's talk about that. First, let's get to the warranty. 4 years, 50,000 mile warranty. Not too bad. That's the same thing that I have on my Maserati Ghibli. 4 years, 50,000 miles. But for the price of this vehicle, and we'll look at the sticker here, you're looking at $56,000 for this GS350 F Sport. 56,145. All right, so we'll go a little bit further down, continue that warranty. So you're at 4 years, 50,000 mile basic coverage. You're at 6 years, 70,000 mile powertrain coverage, and 6-year unlimited mile corrosion perforation warranty. All right, so that is your warranty there. It is a decent warranty. It is not like the Koreans to where they're the 70 years, 100,000 miles, etc., etc. But it is a great warranty. But the price, $56,000 after your delivery, processing, and handling. The 2019 Caviar, which is the color, GS350 F Sport. All right, and then we'll go over here to the performance features so you can see everything there. Now make sure you guys slow this down just in case I'm going too fast so you can see everything. All right, so then you have your safety features there, like 10 airbags. You have the vehicle dynamics integrated management system, electronic brake force distribution, everything like that. All right, I mean, you can keep going down. You also have the Lexus safety assist system, the departure alert, blind spot monitoring, everything there. Then we'll come over to luxury and convenience. All right, check that out. Navigation with the 12.3-inch screen, which is that huge screen we saw inside. You also have the Lexus Inform Remote 1-year trial. You also have the rain sensing wipers, the power tilt mirrors, the power folding mirrors, the genuine wood trim, leather wrapped steering wheel, all that good stuff there. So check that out slowly. For your manufacturer retail price, which is $52,360, but then with this F Sport package that we were talking about here, it's gonna add a few things, so make sure you check those out, things that I talked about. All right, like that sound system, ventilated front seats, the 19-inch wheels, all right, the F Sport leather steering wheel, all that stuff there, so make sure you check that out, and then your additional prices for everything. All right, so with that, all inclusive, after the delivery, processing, handling fee of $1,025, you're looking at $56,145. All right, guys, so let me know, what do you think about the GS350 F Sport? And what do you think about my fiance doing her little review? Like I said, it's not just about me. She's gotta love these cars too. So anytime I get to put her on the channel and really show you what I'm dealing with, I gotta make sure that happy wife, happy life, that she loves these things too. That this is what she likes and this is what she doesn't like. So let me know what you guys think about the GS350. Like I said, I do like this so much more than the RC because of the space. Plus it's a lot more aggressive vehicle, but it is a little bit on the pricier side. The top range is even a little bit more than my budget. Now I'm looking at the C-Class that I was looking at as well. That's $53,000, you know, so I mean, if you were to weigh them up and down, not exactly sure what I would go with, but let me know what you guys think about this car, about the specific spec, and about the review in general. Thank you so much for your time. Definitely subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell for more RonsRides videos, and you gotta comment down below what you think about this so I can get a better idea of what I'm really shopping for in the car market. Also, check the links down below in the description, my Patreon, my one-time donation through PayPal, and my social media links so you guys can see what I'm doing next, the memes I'm posting, videos, pictures, all that good stuff on social media. With that said, guys, thank you so much for your time. This has been RonsRides. Also, thank you to Justin of Lexus of Orlando. I'll put his description down below for his number and a way to get a hold of him so you can do business with him at this Lexus dealership. You guys, take care. Thank you so much for your time. We'll talk to you in the next video, and thank you so much. Peace.